I'm back in my armoire, um, and I'm revisiting some of the progress that I've made on my books, and I wanted to share with you some of the changes that I've made. I better not put them on top of each other. Let's see. I've been working in 4 books for visual journaling. You know what, let's start with the iris. And this was always meant to be my cover. It may not be. It may be the back. And this may be the cover. I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe not. It really was always meant to be the iris. So what I did was I went in and I put some paper. I save all sorts of papers that I find. I love the transparency and how when you mix it with gel, matte gel or gloss gel, and it marries real well and to the paper, and it becomes pliable with the medium. Let's see. So I haven't gone over this area, which I was thinking about maybe doing, and then thought, no, let's see. Let's do like a contrast of gloss and texture and matte finish. And 2, something kind of like this one here. I was very inspired at the Barnes Foundation with viewing some works and some of the textures that were in some of the paintings, one specifically that I really, really enjoyed, and I'm trying to recreate those. So I could show you on my, actually I think it's on this. I thought I had taken the picture. They emailed me. I gotta see if I could find it via email. I'll try and see if I can get it on my regular phone. I'm on my tablet, believe it or not. This is my tablet up here. So I wanted to show you though that how it has some gloss areas. I put that piece on an angle. You can see it's got interference, and I love that. So I'm actually not happy with this one. I did this one a long time ago. There's one specific artist. I don't want to tell you who it is yet. And I had done this before. I had seen his work, his or her work. I don't know who it is. I've never heard of the person before. And so it's illustrations with texture. And I was trying to capture the transparency. But you could see if I hold this on an angle. Where is it? Yeah, how it's very glossy in some areas and matte finish in the others. So that's what we're probably going to incorporate in this piece here. I have to really judge this piece up. I like it, but it's just lacking in where I want it to be. A lot of the times when you look at a lot of these pieces, these art pieces, you know, they're unfinished. And it's difficult for me to keep something unfinished. Like, I'm going to go back to the one that I bought. And actually, hers were really finished nicely. That's why I I said yes to it. You know, it was just really, she left pages for me to play with. She did a lot of sewing. And then too, how they open up into different ways to, so this would bother me though. Like, so that I felt maybe she should have put like dug into the book so that you wouldn't get that. So when I go on top of this page with something, I'm going to want to hide those imperfections. Like, there should be no imperfections when you purchase something, especially. But yeah, I like the book, so I'm going to let it go. And I can work with it. See, again, she has sewn paper. And then a very nice, pretty perforation here. Looks like it was in the paper. And then we have these papers. We're going to add those later. I've saved some things. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm just going to... And then I've been making and adding. And then again, there's this little book that is just precious. And of course, I haven't written in it yet. I don't know if I ever will. I just love the way it opens and folds and little treasure in here you could put. Love that. Lace sewn. So I'm not one for, I can write, but I'm not one for doing writing because it takes a lot of time away from visual journaling. But it looks as if though when you journal, words, the written word comes in from somewhere. I remember I showed this in one of my videos, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing. So I did, but this was finished very nicely, I have to say. Even her ends and edges are very clean. And leaving some edges not so crisp and clean is okay, as long as it's structurally sound. This was the book I was making. I like that I'm clipping it on the end. I don't know if it's going to stay that way still. It's probably going to have to be sewn because this was the glue, not sticking. This was the medium, still not. No, the acrylic. This was still not, sorry, this is the acrylic, not adhering to plastic. And then again, too, I went on the surface with the printed area. This is probably going to have the same effect, I'm assuming. I'd love to glue that down with medium, but I really don't want to glue anything yet. Unless I'm absolutely sure it's going to be structurally sound. See, this is what do you call it? Sewn. And I may sew fabric. I did get some fabric that I like, that I may just go in and sew like that, and then go on top of that with my gel pieces, my wax, and so we'll see how that is. That's another experiment. Just leave this with this for now. And it's starting to bulk up, which is nice. You want it to bulk up somewhat. All right, this goes with this. Let's see, where else was I going? So, okay, so I went ahead and I put some on the background here. I just need to go and reinforce this with gel medium. And then let that dry and then go back and finish this. It's holding up pretty well that I'm going to leave it and then just go ahead and do that. And that'll probably be the cover page. Sorry, I'm fumbling there. And then as you saw in the last video, it goes round. I love how I finished the edge here. I added this, it dried nicely. I have to go back in with blue and white. And then this was the page that we inserted. I don't feel a need to reinforce it over the design here. So I'm going to go ahead and make a picture on this. Unless I use oil, and it may just go right through. Because I did write oil. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so here we have some of my designs that I have collaged, put together with medium. I'm happy with this page. I think it's done. I'm not sure about this, the whole setup. I just don't know. I think I was just trying to see what this tape can do, which I like. But I don't know. Something's got to go here. And of course it can't be too domineering because this page is really, you know, calling you. I like the way the edges are finished. I'm always looking for that. And then too, I have to fix this. I have to secure it, not fix it. It's got to be finished. So I've started to put some paper on the edges, which I like. Then I'll fill that in. Have to go back and illustrate this again. I had taken the ends off. There were protruding ends that I did not like. Where did I stash those? Yeah, I tried. I really tried liking them, but they weren't working. They were like here, extended. I thought it was the end page, but it wasn't. And then, of course, it wraps around. This piece I started working on last night, and I'm very happy with where it's been going. These I'll put somewhere. Who knows? I'll insert them somewhere. Got a couple of little gems that I want to go ahead and put in as well. Really pretty. Too many spheres on one page. You know, because you have all these other little things going. These plum sprig. So we'll see. Not sure. I mean, I have things that I've been saving, so I added this, and I love it. I love how it just kind of cascades around the setting sun. Or is it rising for you? What is it for you? Love doing plum sprigs. Again, there were some beautiful paintings, ink drawings actually, of plum sprigs at the Barnes. So captivating, so gorgeous, so inspiring. So I did come over here and fix the end. I'm happy with that. I might want to go back under in here and put a little more, just so that it's not buckling. The buckling is what concerns me. You can have some buckling, but it has to be minimal, and it has to be not affecting the structure in a negative way, where it's going to tail in the near future or something. This is gold leaf on a piece of rice paper. I had ripped it yesterday because I needed to insert this here. And so I was successful in attaching it to this. And I need to go ahead and adhere it just to this corner like that. But when I ripped it, all that gold just flickered in the air. And I had no mask on, so I kind of like ran out of the room. I wasn't anticipating that to happen. So nevertheless, I've been dusting everything today. I have to finish this. I'm not sure yet what that's going to look like. And this edge has never been completed. It was just reinforced temporarily. So that's the book that I'm hoping to finish this one soon. And then this piece, all right, so this is another book. This is really completely different paper. And of course, it's a much tighter binder, which concerns me. Because usually when people make these books, they're either sewing them or, sewing them together, clamping them, or, ripping pages out, which I may have to do just because they tend to bulk up. So we'll see. Now it's all covered with medium, so it allows you to actually touch. You really don't want to touch, but you can. And I call this book Remnants often because it's remnants of pieces that I just held on to for some reason. I couldn't let go. I love that. Sometimes they start to, wear. I don't think I covered this one, but I covered this one. So I'm going to have to go cover this with some gel. There may have been some areas uncovered. Threads, married some threads. A page my daughter did that is priceless. And then here we just have some doodles. This was actually an idea for a larger piece that eventually went home with someone. And yes, I'm listening to Pandora. No, this video is not sponsored by Pandora yet. But I have my Pandora on and we are listening. And I just want to go through it really quickly. Again, to get to the page. Okay, so some of these pages are going to have to come out, even though I added this one. And maybe I'll take this one out, although I love this. This was a gallery wall I had done, a sketch that went to a gallery wall years ago. So maybe some of these pages will come out, just so I have room. Alrighty, so we had added some silks here. This has to be cut here. Threads have to be secured. I like it here. I like the metal tape there. Okay. Just wanted to show you. I'm not finding it quickly. What I did with maybe because it's sticking together. No? Oh, it's here. My bad, I should have put a piece to find it. So So it was a flower that I put some gel medium over the top of to make it more pliable and protect it and build it up. If I don't find it in the next few, I'll have to... Yeah, here it is. It's stuck. So you gotta watch when you're drying them. But it's okay. So I went ahead and I started to add some more dark ink in there. And then lighten it up with some highlights. But I think I'm going to use a cold wax over this. Because I don't like losing that subtlety, that softness of texture. And then go ahead and finish more on the background. All right, so that's with that book. My poppies dried really well. These went down pretty good. The beads did also. And I haven't done anything to this yet. Still has some warping, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it. This book has really got a lot of damage. I'm going to have to really reinforce it. It's a handmade book of paper, beautiful paper, but it's still really good to work with. So I'm not going to let the warping deter me. One thing I can say is when I was at the both Barnes and Matisse show this past weekend, you know, a lot of artwork had been repaired. And then some had just been, you know, they added to it just to, you know, hold its integrity. And it was still quite lovely and wonderful to look at. So never trash those things, you know, that you think have had their last journey. Because, you know, things can be altered, added. All right, so I didn't show it. These are new works. We're already at a couple of minutes over that I would like to have been. I've been saving these. This is toilet paper wrapper. So this might go in this book. I don't know. I'm not done with it yet. Just some pieces that I've been working on. More plum sprigs. I love plum sprigs. Horizon line. Birds, again, love birds. This is the pale horse. And I did this right when pandemic was happening. As she wrote in and we all became scorched. Another one in abstraction. Okay, so these are just pieces still in progress. This is a cafe in Manhattan. Roman and Williams, one of my favorite actually. Corrado bread. I love sitting right here. I love Paul Klee. Love his work. It's watercolor. I shouldn't be touching it. What else do I have in here? O'Keeffe. My husband's constantly picking me roses from the yard. O'Keeffe inspired. She painted with her fingers. I actually think I did too with these. And Charlie Street, I haven't returned to it yet. They've since closed. That's it for this book, I think. So, at 25 and change in minutes, I want to say thank you for allowing me to share my work. Please like and subscribe. That helps me and enables me to keep doing this, which I'm having fun doing this. I hope you are. I hope you're finding it as interesting as I am sharing about it and talking about it as I have created it. I'm not sure when I'm going to post again, but we'll see as it evolves, as it calls me. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.